The meeting on the results of the socio-economic development was held in Accorda. President Nursultan Nazarbayev called on the governors of regions to effectively spend funds from the National Fund, in particular the funds that were allocated earlier this year to support the real sector of the economy. We are in a tough crisis. This is not the first time. We experienced the collapse of the Soviet Union, the Southeast and world crises in the financial system, and now we are hit by the industrial crisis. Despite all this, we must show positive results this year, the 25th anniversary of our independence.
Год 25-летия страны завершить положительными показателями.
Positive results mean the GDP growth, low unemployment rate, and stable working enterprises. Although in some industries figures are falling due to external strikes, there is a growth in other sectors such as agriculture, construction, and some industrial projects. The president also stressed the positive indicators in the social sphere.
Нам удалось не допустить роста безработицы.
We were able to prevent the growth of unemployment. It remains at 5% as it was. This is a very important indicator. Despite the reduction of budget revenues, I've given a clear instruction on the implementation of all our social commitments by the state. We can't allow lowering of the living standards. This is the main task for all public institutions. Nursultan Nazarbayev stressed that an important anti-crisis component is the implementation of the state program Joly and industrialization. The governors are handling the investments in the regions, but the realization of industrial projects has poor results. Some 900 companies have been launched in 6 years. They have become instruments that supported the current state of the economy. However, not all of them are operating properly.
Если говорить о 900, не такая большая цифра.
900 enterprises are not so much, but we have to deal with every facility. The statistics for 4 months clearly show that where there is a decline in implementation of the industrial programs, where there's low diversification, there's a decrease. For example, the biggest decline in the country, 18%, was registered in the Kostanay region. Within the industrialization program in 6 years, some 120 billion tenge was sent to the region. 81 projects have been implemented. There must be an effective output.
На 18%. За 6 лет на реализацию программы индустриализации в Костанайскую область было направлено 120 миллиардов тенге. Реализован 81 проект. Тогда должна быть и отдача.
Мы приняли антикризисный план.
We have adopted an anti-crisis plan, and by the end of the third quarter, we will achieve a positive result. The president noted that the state program Joly has become the core of the economic policy this year. Therefore, everyone should know its importance. The president also criticized the government for poor results in promoting the program of innovation and industrial development. The Ministry of Industry needs to revise projects by examining the profitability and potential economic impact. Review the criteria for the selection of projects, include and fund only those projects that will work. Nursultan Nazarbayev once again reminded governors that they need to engage the population in dialogue. The head of state stressed the need to be attentive to the issues addressed by the citizens. The way the reforms are explained is equally important, he said. I signed the decree on a moratorium of a number of provisions of the land legislation which caused the issue. The commission was formed and started working. Its first meeting led to a good response. The commission must develop a coordinated position on improving land legislation, and who truly worry about the land and appreciate Kazakhstan's soil, let them come out and speak out, all who talk about it in Kazakhstan. The president gave concrete instructions and demanded to correct the errors.
Поручаю правительству совместно с акимами областей немедленно разобраться.
I'm instructing the government, together with the governors of the regions, to check and correct everything immediately. The funds have been directed to the roadmap and infrastructure, namely for housing, hospitals, roads, and drinking water. It should work for the population and generate profit and volumes to the economy.
Оно должно работать на население и приносить прибыли, объемы в экономику.
Some regional managers promise to show the best figures that will have a positive impact on the lives of Kazakh citizens already by the end of the third quarter.